After a gorgeous start to our Saturday, well, that weather trend continues for the rest of the afternoon. Seasonable weather is on the way with just a couple of fair weather cumulus clouds, and that's really going to be the story throughout the day. Today, we've got that northwesterly flow, and that's ushering in some drier air, but we have a little bit of moisture at about 5,000 feet that may produce a few more afternoon clouds, especially across upper East Tennessee as we kick all this moisture on out of here. But that dry air is going to reinforce itself throughout the rest of our weekend. So seasonable high temperatures with some upper 70s to low 80s across the Cumberland Plateau, Jamestown, Ventura County. You could be right around 80 degrees. It's going to be gorgeous there. Mid to upper 80s across upper East Tennessee, mid to upper 80s to maybe some pockets of low 90s across the Southern Valley towards Chattanooga. And again, the dew points have really dropped, 50s and 60s. That's what's going to make the air feel amazing. Now, again, some of you across the mountain counties, it's going to be a little bit longer before that dry air really starts to work its way on in, but you will definitely feel it throughout the day today, tonight, and also on our Sunday. So not much of a heat index value, not just today, but also this weekend. Therefore, the heat stress goes way down. So it's going to be a great weekend to get out and do some yard work, mow the yard, do some chores around the house. Outside, maybe at times, at least in the evening or the early morning hours, open the windows a little bit and let some fresh air in. 85 by 6, feeling like 85 degrees. 81 by 8 and down to 73 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight. So it's going to be a perfect Saturday night for a Saturday night fire pit if you want to do that. So we'll see those temperatures come down into the mid 80s as we get into our Sunday, Monday time frame. Our cold front that lifted Debbie up off to our north and northeast has high pressures building its way back in, is allowing this drier air to work its way on in, and that's what's going to make the weather feel amazing. It's all about how we perceive it, right? And I know we all perceive it a little differently, but you can't go wrong with this kind of weather. So our dew points will stay on the lower side. That's the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, right? That's when our dew points start to get in the 60s or 70s, it starts to get a lot more muggy. And as dew points climb into the middle and latter part of next week, rain chances will increase a little bit as well. But temperatures are going to feel amazing all week long, no matter which way you look at it. So not a lot of rainfall across the entire state all the way through Monday. As we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, here comes our next little wave of energy going to start to move on through. Probably dry all the way through Wednesday. And then Thursday, Friday, well, maybe some decent amount of rain is going to set up shop, which is good news because we'll need the moisture. Without the moisture, listen, we've got huge improvements from the drought over the last couple of weeks thanks to all the rain showers. Unfortunately, we had to deal with some flooding and flash flooding, but it's mitigated that drought. If we don't get a lot of rain here soon, well, the drought's going to start to creep its way back in. Average high temperatures over the next 7 days. That's going to feel amazing. And as we get into the middle and latter part of next week, those heat index values will increase thanks to those dew points back into the 70s. So the mugginess weather is going to settle back on into the area. But it is August, and it's typically a toasty month. Really, through the middle and latter part of the month, we may be trending about average when it comes to high temperatures. So don't forget to check in every once in a while with the East Tennessee Weather app. It's a free app download. Just go to your app store and search East TN Weather, all one word. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you get a chance to check back in, your next weather update's coming up at 5. See you then.